Câu 58. Hi chefs, it's Terry calling from the lobby. A heavy book was just delivered and I need help carrying it up. It's addressed to our department. Well, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the maintenance crew to help you. Do you want what's in the box? I'm not sure the return lab says it's from electronics, but I didn't know we were equipped and equipment. Oh, it best for Tania. Her request for a heavy duty paper sector was approved last week. That must be it. Hi, Chef, it's Charlie coming to lobby. Our heavy box was rested deleted and I need help carry in it up. It's so dry. It's so address. It's so address to our department. I have a client waiting for me, but I can't call the maintenance crew to help him. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written up says it's from Weather Electronics, but I didn't know we were expecting any equipment. Oh, I bet that's for Tania. Her request for a heavy duty paper face shutter was approved last week. That might be it. Hi, Chef, it's Terry calling from the lobby. Have bus was just drive and I need help carrying it up. It's so dressed to our department. Yeah, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the uh, main maintenance crew to help you. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written lab say it's from Weather Electronics, but I didn't know we were expecting any equipment. Oh, I bet that's for Tania. Her request for heavy duty paper sitter was approved last week. That might be it. Hi, Chef. It started calling from the lobby. A heavy box was just deleted and I need help carrying it up. It's addressed to our department. Well, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the maintenance crew to help you. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written lab say it's from Weather Electronics, but I didn't know we were expecting any equipment. Oh, I bet that for Tania, who request for a heavy duty paper setter was approved last week. That must be. Hi, chefs. It's Terry calling from the lobby. A heavy box was delivered and I need help carrying it up. It's addressed to our department. Oh, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the maintenance crew to help you. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written lab say it's from Weather Electronics. I didn't know we were expecting any equipment. Oh, I bet that for Tania, who record for a heavy duty paper sector was approved last week. That must be. Hi, Chef. It's Terry calling from the lobby. A heavy box was delivered and I need help carrying it up. It's addressed to our department. Well, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the maintenance crew to help you. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written lab say it's from Weather Insurance. I didn't know we were expecting any equipment. Oh, I bet that for 29 her record for heavy duty paper sector was approved last week. That must be it. I said, it's Terry calling from the lobby. Her heavy box was just divided and I need help carrying it up. It's addressed to our department. Well, I have a client waiting for me, but I can call the maintenance crew to help you. Do you know what's in the box? I'm not sure. The written lab say it's from Weather Electronics, but I didn't know we were expecting for any equipment. Oh, I bet that for Tania, her request for a heavy duty paper sector was approved last week. That's maybe it. Câu 59 đến câu 61. Thanks for choosing our care coaching service. Mr. Randall, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your coaching career and your future goals? Well, after I read, I started working in the insurance industry, but now I'd like to go to look into the possibility of going into law school. Do you think it's too late to start this new path? Originally, in fact, I can refer you to a former co-worker who said to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Thanks for choosing our career coaching service. Mr. Randall, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your Korean career and your future goals? Well, after I graduated, after I graduated, I started working in the industry, but now I'd like to look in the possibility of going to law school. Do you think it's too late to start by this new path? Oh, not really. In fact, I can refer you to a former coworker who went to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Thanks for choosing our career coaching server. Mr. Randall, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your current career and your future goals? Well, after I graduated, grad, 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 graduated, 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 I started working in the insurance industry, but now I'd like to look in the possibility of law school. Do you think it's too late to start on this new path? Originally, in fact, you can refer you to a former coworker who went to law school. After a decade of working here, let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Thanks for choosing our career coaching service. Mr. Randall, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your career and your future goals? Well, after I graduated, I start working in the insurance industry, but now I'd like to look into the possibility of going to law school. Do you think it's too late to start on this new path? Originally, in fact, I can refer you to a former worker who went to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Thanks for choosing our career coaching service, Mr. Randall. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your Korean career and your future goals? Well, after I graduated, I started working in the insurance industry, but now I'd like to look into the possibility of going to law school. Do you think it's too late to start on this new path? Already, in fact, I can refer you to a former worker who went to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you talk with him so you can ask about this career change. Thanks for joining our career coaching service, Mr. Randall. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your current career and your future goals? Well, after I graduated, I started working in the insurance industry, but now I'd like to look into the possibility of going to law school. Do you think it's too late to start on this new path? Already, in fact, I can refer you to a former worker who went to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Thanks for choosing our career coaching service, Mr. Randall. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about your current career of your future goals? Well, after I graduated, I started working in the insurance industry, but now I like to look into the possibility of going to law school. Do you think it's too late to start by this new path? Already, in fact, I can refer you to a former worker who went to law school after a decade of working here. Let me put you in touch with him so you can ask about his career change. Go 2 go 2. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought just a few weeks ago. It's been running very slowly, and I'm afraid it may have virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers the defective parts. It won't cover the problem you have with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for service, even if there's a chance. Can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I recommend coming early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problem is, we may even be able to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about I just saw a few weeks ago. It's been running visually, and I'm afraid it may have a virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers defective parts. It won't cover the problem you have involving with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for service, even there's just can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That one will listen, but I recommend coming early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how cumulative the problem is, we may even be able to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought just a few weeks ago. It's been running very slowly. I'm afraid that it may have virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers defective parts. It won't cover the problem you are having with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for service, even if there's a chance. Can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I recommend coming early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problems is, we may even be able to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought just a few weeks ago. It's been running very slowly, and I'm afraid that it might have a virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, I wouldn't only cover defective parts. It won't cover the problem you're having with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it to the laptop for safe. Even there's a chance, can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I recommend coming in early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problem is, we may even be able to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought at the store a few weeks ago. It's been running very slowly. I'm afraid that it may have a virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers defective parts. It won't cover the problem you're having with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for service. Even there's a chance, can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I recommend coming in early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problem is, we may even be able to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought at the store a few weeks ago. It's been running very slowly, and I'm afraid that it may have a virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I want to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers defective parts. It won't cover the problem you're having with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for safe. Even if there's a chance, can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I'd like to recommend coming in early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problem is, we may even be to fix it immediately. Hello, I'm calling about the laptop I bought at the store a few weeks ago. It's been running very slow. I'm afraid that it might have a virus. I know the computer is covered by warranty, so I to bring it in. Unfortunately, our warranty only covers defective parts. You can cover the problem you're having with the computer virus. Well, I still like to bring it the laptop for safe. Even there's no chance, can I do that anytime I like, or should I make an appointment? That won't be necessary, but I'd like to recommend coming in early. That way you won't have to wait, and depending on how complicated the problem is, we may even be to be fixed immediately. Câu 67. Hi, I just opened a hair salon, and I'm calling to order some business class. Is there someone at the store who can help me? Well, unless you want some specific work on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cars online. It's a very easy process, and we have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Okay, I let you talk with you. Then he sounds a graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened salon. Hair salon, and I'm calling to order some business card. Is there someone at the store who can help me? Well, unless you want some specific work on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cars online. It's a very easy process, and we have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Okay, I let you talk with Bill. Then he's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened a hair salon and I'm calling to order some business card. Is there someone at the store who can help me? Well, unless you want some specific on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cards online. It's a very easy process and I have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Oh, I let you talk with Bill then. He's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened a hair salon and I'm calling to order some business cards. He says someone at the store who can help me. Well, unless you want to some specific work on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cards online. It's a very easy process and we have a number of sites to choose from. Actually, we'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Okay, let you talk with him then. He's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened a hair salon and I'm calling to order some business cards. Is someone at the store who can help me? Well, unless you want some specific order on the cards, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cards online. It's a very easy process and we have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employee create a company logo for the car. Okay, I let you talk with you then. He's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened a hair salon and I'm calling to order some business cards. Is there someone at the salon who can help me? Well, unless you want specific artwork on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cards online. It's a very easy process and we have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Okay, I let you talk with Bill then. He's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Hi, I just opened a hair salon and I'm calling to order some business cards. Is there someone at the store who can help me? Well, unless you want specific artwork on the car, I suggest that you go to our website and order the cards online. It's a very easy process and we have a number of styles to choose from. Actually, I'd like to have one of your employees create a company logo for the car. Okay, I let you talk with Bill then. He's our graphic designer. He can help you with that. Câu 68 đến câu 70. This is Eva Floss. I've been a patient of the Tomoga for some time now, but I've been moving at the bottom for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but I will issue police is to transfer patient records directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number for your new medical office? I could call there and arrange to send the records. I don't know yet who new my doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my files for a while? I let you know as soon as I know we're busy. No, that's no problem at all. But first, you have to sign a form giving us our permission. You're required to do that before we can send any information. This is Eva Floss. I have been patient of Dr. Mura for some time now, but I've been moving to Baltimore for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but I also policy is to transfer patient's records directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number for your new medical office? I could call there and arrange to send the records. I don't know yet who my new doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my face for a while? I let you know as soon as I know who I'll be seeing. No, that's no problem at all. But first, you have to sign a form giving us of your permission. You required to do that before we can send in the information. This is Eva Floss. I've been a patient of Dr. Mura for some time now, but I've been moving to Boston for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but our usual policy is to transfer patients' records directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number for your new medical office? I could call there and arrange to send the records. I don't know yet who my new doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my file for once unless you as soon as I know who I'll be seeing? No, that's all. No problem at all. But first, you have to sign a form giving us permission. You required to do that before we can send any information. This is fabulous. I've been a patient of Dr. Morgan for some time now, but I've been moving to Boston for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but I will so policy is to transfer patient record directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number for your new medical office? I could call there and arrange to send the records. I don't know yet who my new doctor will be. Would it be a problem if we'll have to keep my files for a while? I'll let you know as soon as I know who I'll be seeing. No, that's not a problem at all, but you have to sign a form giving us our permission. I required to do that before we can send any information. This is Ella Flot. I have been a patient of Dr. Morgan for some time now, but I've been moving to Boston for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a photocopy of my medical record to talk with me. You could, but our policy is to change first patient records ready to the doctor. Do you have a phone number of your new medical office? I could call there and arrange to send the records. I don't know yet who my doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my file for a while? I'll let you know as soon as I know who I'll be seeing. No, that's no problem at all. But first, you have to sign a form for reviewing a person. You required to do that before we can send any information. This is Eva Flood. I've been a patient of Dr. Morgan for some now, but I've been moving to Boston for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but our policy is to transfer a patient record directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number of your new medical office? I can go there and arrange to send the records. I don't know who yet who my doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my files for a while? I'll let you know as soon as I know who I'll be seeing. No, that's no problem at all, but first you have to sign a form giving us permission. You're required to do that before we can send any information. This is Eva Floss. I've been a patient of Dr. Morgan for some time now, but I've been moving to Boston for my work. I'm calling to see if I can get a copy of my medical records to take with me. You could, but our usual policy is to transfer patient record directly to the doctor. Do you have a phone number for your new medical office? Could I call there and arrange to send the records? I don't know yet who my new doctor will be. Would it be a problem if you have to keep my file for a while? I'll let you know as soon as I know who I'll be seeing. No, that's no problem at all. But first, you have to sign a form giving us your permission. You required to do that before we can say any permission.